a bit of a dodgy side since they all kind of joined. Um, they lost a great amount of their best players because I just don't think they wanted to do it. And yeah, they're just not the sides they used to be individually. USA trying to level the scores, which will force them to play into extra time, just as their game yesterday did, which Great Britain came away with the win. So hopefully they can do that again. USA throwing a forward pass there, so Great Britain will have to put into the scrum. Scrums in sevens are so weird. Great Britain get the ball back. They're looking to attack. And Glover's been good this game. Great Britain get the penalty. 15 seconds left to play. And they will look to just get this clock down. I imagine with 10 seconds, they will tap and go and then just kind of run backwards. And they do exactly that. They wait till the clock's gone dead and they kick it out. Great Britain win. And they will face Spain in the 9th place playoff. Right, has the game started? Let me have a look. Are they on pitch one? Yes. Okay, sorry. I was on the wrong stream. Argentina and Canada have kicked off. There's about 40 seconds into the game. Canada with possession, still 0-0. Canada attacking down the right-hand side. Argentina looking to contest that ruck. Nice bump there from the Canadian player. They're on their own 10-meter line, though. Argentina furiously attacking that ruck. And then it's been lost in the tackle. And Argentina pick it up and just kind of waltz in under the post. First try. What's the deal with the numbers recently? Like, there's a 99 on every single team. Also, I should probably turn this down. It was a great tap back off the kickoff from Canada, but a brilliant finish after gathering the ball from Argentina, and that puts them 7 points to the good in this first half. Pitch looking really nice in the stadium at the moment. Oh, so well, there are 4 players leading the series with line breaks. One of them being Argentinian. So Argentina kick off. They go very shallow to look for the tap back, almost getting the tap back, but there is a knock on from Canada. So there will be the first scrum of the game. Argentina defeat. There you go. Get the ball back. There's a nice little switch in midfield, but a little bit of a stumble has caused it to not really do much. And they cut back infield and decide to go back down the left-hand side, moving the ball nicely here. Argentina making ground with relative ease. And they're into Canada's 22. Argentina really abrasively attacking the line, but they do lose it forwards. And there'll be another scrum. Quite a few knock-ons so far. Canada have some big bodies out there on that field. And we've seen with Samoa as well that can be quite difficult to manage as they get very tired very quickly. This is Canada are playing in their second Cup quarterfinal since the start of last season. It's been a while. It's been a young minute for Canada. Bit scrappy at the scrum, but they do manage to get it out. Canada look to cut back inside, and he's As he cuts back inside, he loses the ball straight to an Argentinian, and Argentina straight back into the attack. Nice little scissors inside. Argentina deciding to go back to the left before cutting back in field, making ground. They're into the 22 now. There is a knock on there at the ruck, but actually it's a penalty to Argentina for head contact. Sorry, the penalty's been reversed. It's a penalty to Canada for head contact. And Canada get a nice touch finder, bringing play all the way up to halfway. It was a neck roll. Not much of a roll, but definitely got him around the neck there. So certainly a penalty. And the line out will be right on halfway. Yeah, certainly not straight there from Canada. Went outside of the jumping man. So it'll be a return of possession to Argentina. Entering the last 2 minutes now of this first half. Actually, the funny thing is, it would have been straight if Canada didn't move towards the Argentinians, but it looked not straight because they moved. Argentina deciding to play down the right hand field. Nope, they cut back in centre field. Gonzalez breaking tackles, handing players off, gets a good offload, and Argentina will streak away to score in the corner. And that was and it's Marcus Moneta. But that was a big barnstorming run from big man in the midfield. He hands off one, hands off two. And then they just cannot catch Moneta, who goes in on the corner. And the conversion is not great, and that will remain 12 points to 8. Sorry, to nil. And series tries. Moneta is leading the series tries with 10. Argentina with the same style kickoff, although they go dead center this time, and they do get a great tap back, so they're back in possession. Canada really needs to get the ball back and score some points. But Argentina moving them around effectively. Moneta taking on the line, made some good ground there. Oh, and then there's a knock on here from Argentina. Canada will get probably the last possession, or at least the last play of the first half. The game so far, Argentina are playing well. Canada just haven't really had much of an opportunity. It's been all Argentina so far. Canada will look to attack from deep here and really try and get some points before the half is up. Canada decide to go right. Don't have the overlap, but they're looking to use some big men. Oh, excuse me. They've maintained possession, but Argentina showing a good defensive line. And then there's a knock on at the ruck, and Argentina will pick it up and just streak away to go under the poles. So Canada really breaking their own hearts here and making small little errors that are leading to some fairly easy tries for Argentina. And that is the first half, and that will end that half 19 points to nil. Argentina just being a very physical, abrasive side, and Canada struggling to deal with it. And that'll be half time. A minute break for the players to rest their legs. I'd say rest. I mean, a minute's not really going to do that much, but Yeah, I suppose in sevens, that means a lot. Um, get some water on board. I imagine it's a fairly, oh, you can tell it's early here, a fairly hot day in South Africa, in Cape Town. A couple of the Canadian players sporting hella mullets. There is one hell of a mullet there. Canadian referee just trying to rally his troops after that 19-point loss in the first half. The Argentinian coach, you imagine, just saying, keep doing more of the same. Keep going, you're doing well. Cool. Yeah. It's one thing I love about sevens is this the atmosphere in the crowds, the fan cams and everything like that is so great. All right, so we're getting ready for the second half now. Canada have a lot to do in order to get themselves back into this game, or will Argentina kind of streak clear? It's always good to see some of the costumes that come out in this in the sevens in the crowds. Canada will have the kickoff for the second half through Coates. They'll definitely be looking to make it a contestable kick and try and get a slap back because they'll want possession. And it's a great attempt. Unfortunately, Argentina do manage to gather it. Oh, but then they lose it in the tackle, and Canada looking for their first points here. Moving it down to the right. Spot tackle from Argentina is good. It does slow it down, but he breaks the tackle before knocking it on. So it'll be a scrum to Argentina. But Argentina are exceptionally quick on their reaction times. Oh, and the player has fallen quite heavily there after the challenge in the air. Just a fair contest, but he's landed on his back. I do like Argentina's kit, really nice. Canada have to find a way to get back into this game. Argentina do win their scrum, and they decide to go left. I think Moneta's been replaced, so they don't have that out and out speedster in Moneta. But Argentina are a big unit, and they're strong players. They're going through the middle here with their forwards, and they're in the right hand side narrow channels there. And Canada find a way to get a penalty at the ruck. We're about a minute and a half into the second half. Canada find touch just inside the Argentinian 10-meter line. Great tackle and a great steal at the ruck there from the Canadian. Just not a great clean out, or in such a strong position that the Argentinians just couldn't clean him out. And the man with the mullet is on. Canada win their line out. They're attacking midfield. They decide to stab it through for their winger to chase. He's got the pace on him. Oh, and the bounce is just awful for the winger. And the ball dribbles into touch because it just doesn't bounce up. If it did, try easy. Yeah, the ball just never bounced up. So Argentina have taken it quickly, and they will go down. They will move it all the way to the right and attack down that right hand line before cutting back in field. And then there's a line break here and an easy run in from about 22 for the Argentinian player. And that's a big blow. Canada needed to score before anything happened, and that's his 100th try for German Schultz. It's a great line. Straight through. No one was close to him. And striding away under the sticks. God. I mean, I imagine he dived like that purely because it was his 100th try. I wouldn't be doing that in a sevens game. Far too tired to do that. Put the ball down and lie down. Argentina do convert their try from right in front, so that is 26 points, plays 0. So Argentina kick off, and there's Canada come away with it. They've got good possession here. I would argue that there was an Argentina player who took a Canadian player out off the ball, but the referee hasn't seen it. Argentina looking to scrap for not give Canada an inch. Canada decide to cut back in field and go through the middle, making a little bit of ground with each of these runs. Decide to go down the left-hand side, the blind side. Almost up to halfway now. Argentina making nuisance of themselves at the ruck. And then a big hit from an Argentinian player midfield. Canada just struggling to breach this Argentinian defense. And considering that there's just under 3 minutes left, you'd imagine that it's just too much of an ask now for Canada. They are now up to halfway, moving forwards very slowly at this point. But sevens is that kind of game where you actually can run backwards, looking for gaps. Attacking down the right-hand side now, and they're using their big man on the wing. Good tackle there from the Argentinian. Almost up to the 22. They're looking at strike runners now. And stolen at the ruck. Argentina have turned it over. They will swing it wide on the right. There's a line break in midfield, and it's a man-on-man pace. And he beats his man, and Argentina will go in again. And it's Fraha who definitely puts the nail in the coffin of Canada there. And it was a great line there from Fraha, and just had the pace to beat his man on the outside. And that certainly is the game now. If it wasn't already, it's 33 points to nil now, and Argentina will go through to play in the final. I think it is now. No, semi-final. Yeah, because it's quarterfinal number 1. Just over a minute left. Argentina kickoff doesn't go 10, and it's a knock on. So Canada will have the possession on halfway. Don't forget, we've got the 3 other quarterfinals coming up. Next one is Ireland, New Zealand. So very good game there. Be quite a hot contest. And then I'm not sure which 2 games are after those, actually, the rest of the quarterfinals. Let me have a look. Oh, excuse me. Oh. I'm yawning so much today. Excuse me. So we've got Ireland, New Zealand, Australia versus South Africa, and France versus Fiji. So all big games, all will be very exciting. I think of the 4, this is probably this will be the most one-sided. Canada get the penalty at the scrum. Oh no, sorry, Argentina get the penalty. 12 seconds left. Actually, I think there was a knock on. Scrum's called dead on halfway. This will be the final play of the game, and Argentina with a comfortable win over Canada in this quarterfinal. Ball comes out the scrum. Can Canada get any points on the board? Oh, very big shot on the Canadian player there from Argentina. High tackle. I thought it might be. Canada looking to play quickly just to try and get something out of this game. Oh, they found a gap here, but they oh, there's a t-shirt tackle. Ball flies out the back of that ruck as a player tries to get over. They go very long, cut out ball, but the man is basically picked up and almost drove picked up and carried it to the touchline. But they do get it away. Canada still have possession here. Cut back in field, and then there's a switch and an offload in the tackle. But Argentina's defense is rock solid. And there's a penalty at that ruck. Argentina will say thank you for that, and they will kick it out. There's no point in trying to go for another try, waste some energy and potential injury. So Argentina with a solid win there in the first quarterfinal of the day, 33 points to nil. Canada just not having an answer to that brutal Argentinian defense. All right, so in about a couple of minutes, just in a couple of minutes, we are going to have Ireland versus New Zealand, and the winner of that game will play Argentina. And that's a big ask. That'll be a cracker of a game. Whoever wins out of Ireland, New Zealand. After one round,